What is the point of this? Don't much love this.
Lay it down if it gets away from you.
What is happening?
Hey, welcome back. What is happening? Well, Three Hills is happening, and this is Sledgehammer. So, I don't know when this was. It was a couple weeks back now. Opted to go down and try and ride all of Sledgehammer. The only thing that I've shown on any of my videos has been the intro to Sledgehammer, and not Sledgehammer proper, which is deep, deep into these hills. And so today, the boys from down at Three Hills have two new fish to take into Sledgehammer. That's Kurt down there trying to get around the corner, and of course myself. We've also got Lucas right there in front of me, and in red to the back there, that's Steve, and just down the hill, that's Nick, and Jeremiah's floating around somewhere. Who knows? He could be anywhere on the hill.
I missed my turn.
I had visions of being able to do what Lucas just did, and kind of what Steve almost does, which is get over that tree, and it's a deceptive run up. It looks like you can make it, but it's got some pretty big roots to throw you off as you try and get speed. But this is kind of the intro to Sledgehammer, and it just gets worse from here. And you'll also note that Struggle Bunny is on the front of my bike, and that is where it's going to stay.
Same back over there.
Back over here.
There's a good example of something I need to work on. It's that loading up the flywheel and getting a good launch without spinning and losing traction, and being able to get enough momentum where you can float the kind of stuff that I was just on, where my back end ended up slipping over. Well, we've been working our way up Three Hills, and now we're on a downhill section. And there's a couple little drop-offs that kind of get in your head. You can roll over them and trust your front suspension, or you can make little noises like me. So besides doing a little dance with this tree, I've been doing a little dance with my suspension. Not normally one to complain about suspension, but I kind of know where I like things. Right now my bike is not operating where I like it. It's just a little bit too bouncy. So I ended up playing with some things after this ride and get it sorted out, but it was kind of wearing me out. And some of those things I played with even involved the suspension. I kid. It was really just a few clickers to kind of get things settled where I needed it, and I have it kind of where I need it. Still a little soft on the front, but that's okay for this bike. The other thing, if I'm going to complain, and I'm kind of puzzled by this one because it's always been good for me, is the rear tire. Right now I'm running a Michelin Enduro medium, not the extreme, but the medium, and it's not really hooking up in this stuff. Now it's kind of greasy, but I'm a little disappointed in this particular tire. And I think some of it might be that I'm running a tube and not a mousse, so I can't lower the tire pressure anymore, really. I'm probably at about 8 psi. Anyway, those are my excuses for why this day is going in small bits and bites. And exercising the shit out of my starter.
Hammer working?
Maybe.
I think you would define this as sledgehammer proper.
Gotcha.
And clearly by my breathing, I'm also getting a workout along with my starter.
I don't feel very good. I wish I was 40 again.
Alright, my dramas aside about complaining about suspension, tires, and now my age apparently, this is going well. We're getting through most of the hard stuff, and this is just one more obstacle to get over. It's a little bit imposing because it's uphill and there's not a really good kicker, but you know what? Yeah. Up is up, so let's just get on with it.
Thank you. No problem.
Alright.
Oh yeah, that was clean.
Well, that was a bit of a bunny ear flop there. Didn't get over clean like Kirk did. In fact, my front end kind of captured itself here in what looks like a bit of a wheel chalk, and I'm sitting here spinning and pushing and finally do get over with a little assistance from Jeremiah. There's a few of these logs to get over, and I suggested maybe cutting them out, and Nick was pretty quick to reply that if I came in here and cut one out, he would drop two more. So they're here for a reason. It's part of the talent development plan.
Come on. Fuck's sake. Can't even push it down a hill.
That's apparently a fact here on Three Hills, that gravity does not always work except when you don't want it to. And in that case, it wasn't working because I could not push a bike down a hill.
Going for the alternate line.
I don't know. I hit that fucking a while.
That's ugly.
Very ugly.
Yeah, it's starting to get a bit late, but Jeremiah is still game to try a few alternate lines. I am not.
Dang. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
Alright, well there's my answer. You wait for someone else to come along and wipe out, help them with their bike, and then they help you with yours. We're getting pretty deep into this one now, and I'm getting pretty tired. And unfortunately what that's going to mean is you're not going to see all of Sledgehammer, because there's a bit more to go, and I end up tapping out along with a couple others. We're done. We've had our fill, and now I got to commit to going back and doing the entirety of Sledgehammer. It was at this point where I recognized that I'm out of energy. Frustration level is coming up a little bit, but not enough to be able to give me that second wind. And I'm slowing down the group, although that's not an issue with these guys. They will always help and get you where you want to go. I just didn't want to go any further. So this is where the ride ends for me.
I didn't even make it fucking the first 10 feet.